Hello, my name is Raitis and welcome back to Farewell Total Return Investing and Trading. And in today's video, we're going to do our evening commentary. We had an awesome trading day today, and we have recouped all of our losses. We nearly recouped all of our losses on all accounts. On some accounts, we're back up in profit, and today was a really amazing day. All the hard work of the last couple of weeks and months has been paying off. Really, we have been grinding through this consistent drawdown that we had, and today finally the work has paid off. On three accounts I'm still in drawdown, but all the other ones are fine. And yeah, today is a really relieving day. Now let's start off with the full weekly breakdown, because tomorrow probably I won't be trading at all, just to preserve mental capital, even if we have some high impact news releases for tomorrow, which is the core PC price index. Yeah, let's see. Let's make our evening commentary and then make a conclusion out of that. Now, last time I said you have to set up your environment up for success. So today, while I was trading, I was writing my thoughts down in this book right here, and was taking consistent notes on what I wanted to do, on how I felt, on how my risk management was, on how my thought process was. And I just quickly wanted to share with you guys what I implemented today, and which really helped me in my trading, and of course also filling out the trading plan before going into the trade, because I missed that yesterday, which led to the point that I completely blew up. Okay, now let's get in with the evening commentary. So DXY, again, as we said, we saw some retracement after we took out this low. We're anticipating some distribution after we took out a long-term target. Market did that exactly. Our intra-week target was this daily CB low right here. We traded back into the monthly fair value gap BC low. We have a lot of overlapping PD arrays right here. On the monthly, it's also the inversion fair value gap, so a lot of levels lining up right here. Tuesday formed the high of the week, and then Thursday formed a TGIF type profile, and that's what we were basically also trading today on DXY. And then DXY gave us a nice push lower from the 15-minute fair value gap right here. Very wonderful. Of course, start of New York session was kind of a bit choppy with these relative equal lows. We first took out the low, but then again, once we take out the lower time frame target, our expectation is that we run some sort of stops, and that's what the market did. Chopped around, of course, but then finally we sold off lower from this 15-minute fair value gap. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And let's see next what we have here. So I won't even trade Friday on Forex definitely not, because we have seen the TGIF type trade already on Thursday, and if we've seen that on Thursday, we don't want to trade Fridays as a TGIF. Let's see how Friday's trading day reacts to the daily fair value gap way from over here. This is a really key point of interest right here in the market. As you can see, we're trading around this level and using as a premium and discount level. Now let's see what bonds have done. If DXY has been bearish, bonds should have been bullish, and that's what we actually don't see. We only saw some retracement going into London New York session, London close hours, but not such a significant displacement higher, except on the 2-year and 5-year T-note futures. We saw a bullish candle closure I just need to remind you that we're still inside this major consolidation, and we're not trending lower whatsoever. We're still inside this initial dealing range from this high to this low. We just use the bodies of the candles, and you can see we're just hanging around in trapped order flow, and DXY can do whatever it wants to do. So let's see what we have. Now let's look at the CFDs. Of course, euro in for a nice TJF type trade, but not euro actually, because euro GBP is bearish as we have anticipated. You can see we have been created a run on stops on Wednesday, sold off going into the end of the day, and then Thursday continued the rally lower. We had these relative equal lows, but market of course chopped around. But you can see overall euro GBP is bearish. That's why if euro is weak, GBP is strong for TJF type trade. I'm talking way too fast. We would long GBP USD, and yeah, this actually was a trade. I don't want to go really in deep into this trade because we only cover indices on this channel. We long the 5-minute fair value gap, entered a bit higher, didn't get the perfect fill, and then closed here above the high, and Monday's trading high as well for a nice 1-3. But again, this is a completely different topic. I don't talk about Forex here on this channel. Yeah, but this is a nice TJF type trade. We traded into the daily rejection blocks and formed this reversal trade. Wonderful, wonderful. And USD/JPY again is bullish and nearly reaching up into our short-term targets. Yes, into this bearish daily order block coupled with this high. Wonderful, wonderful. Now let me take a quick look. We had a trade on, first of all, I had a trade on YM. I got stopped out. I thought that YM was the weaker asset from the lower time frame, not from the higher time frame, because from the higher time frame, what I was looking for, I was also looking for a TJF type trade. We traded into the weekly volume imbalances on all of the indices, equities, and you can see YM didn't close below the 50% of this BISI, sorry, excuse me. But the other and Nasdaq closed below, ES closed below as well. And basically what I did, we used this and framed this level as a inversion level. What I also identified is that we have trapped order flow, and that's why I wanted to trade the initial dealing range model, and that's what I did. It was kind of a little bit stupid for me, a little unnecessary loss to take this trade on YM. Of course, the trade stopped me out. My stop wasn't exactly there, it was a little bit even lower. But it's unfortunate, but what should I say? But then I really waited for NQ to take out its initial dealing range high, and that's what I also wrote inside my book, that I take one trade on YM, and then after that I will only take one more trade for the session, and this was NQ if it would take out the initial dealing range high. And I waited and waited, scrolled through the 2-minute time frame. So here's the high. You can see we broke below this low, but had no fair value gap and no clear displacement lower, except when it came to this one right here. We had a bearish order block, we broke below that. And then we had another 2 up close candles, which is also bearish order block, which trades back into this order block, which becomes now a propulsion block. We displaced lower, and then I entered short right here on the 1-minute time frame. We had a fair value gap. You can see the clear displacement, so I entered right at the 1 minute fair value gap open. And this was the trade. Sadly, we got the retracement. I scaled in. So first trade was right here. Then I scaled in one more time right here. Then I scaled in somewhere right here. Oh no, sorry, wait. So I had my initial position right here. Then I scaled in one more time right here. And then I had another scale in somewhere in this first accumulation phase. But then I quickly took back profits as we traded below this swing low again, because I was too overexposed in my opinion. So only took one contract off the table. Should have been two after we ran this low right here probably, which was relatively equal lows. Should have taken one more contract off right there, because after that we saw some huge retracement. And of course, my overall position was somewhere right here. So I got my stops at break even right here, and the market stopped me out and then traded into my direction. But I really didn't care after that. Made a little bit of profits with this trade. And yeah, that's fine. And initially, or finally, then of course we traded below the 5 minute low right here. And yeah, market played out perfectly. Then we had another retracement and going into the lunch hour, and then we sold off again. So yeah, beautiful trade overall. I mean, it would have eventually got stopped out, break even. So it doesn't matter even if I would have taken off two contracts right there. I thought market would follow through, because NQ really was the kind of the weak asset. ES was the not such a good trade. YM, yeah, traded lower initially, didn't even run above the initial dealing range high. But the timing of the trade was just not so good. So I think I covered everything. So yeah, I was looking while NQ at this candle. Let me see where we had the displacement. So 11.08, 11.08, yeah. So we were trading right here. Then YM even traded higher, above the swing high, and then it sold off massively and went for another run lower. We didn't see such a deep retracement at 12.20. Yeah, so this was the retracement right here. I mean, nevertheless, we took some nice partials, one partial on NQ, and that's enough. We will get another plenty of opportunities going into the next week. Gold, absolutely beautiful. Delivery from the daily fair value gap, absolutely lovely. 1.5% gain in one day, absolutely massive. We didn't see a run below the initial dealing range low, which we wanted to see to take a long, but it is what it is. And we had some nice retracement into this bullish order block below this relative equal lows, and then London close displaced higher. Silver, same thing. Silver actually relative strength, leadership right here. You can see the massive displacement on Tuesday, displacement, then Wednesday stalls, and Thursday delivers the continuation. Really nice trade, retracement back into this 1 hour fair value gap. And yeah, wonderful trade. What should I say? Nothing to talk about. Absolutely beautiful analysis. And I'm just really glad that I am coming back out of this drawdown since January and February, that I'm managing my risk well. And I'm blessed that it's not taking even a worse hit. I'm really grateful, and I'm constantly improving on my skill set. I really focus in on filling out my trading plan because without your trading plan, you're like a boat without any motor in the sea, just floating around, letting you carry away by the wind, and you have no control over yourself, because once emotions take over your mind, your control, then you're completely fucked. So with that said, really grab your trading plan and fill it out consistently as you trade. Do your session preparations, do your weekly outlooks, do your risk management, and so on and so on. Everything that includes, or everything that your trading plan includes, please fill it out. Do yourself a favor and stay consistent with that, because this is my number one focus from which I learned today. Yesterday, yes, I went on a tilt and lost a lot of money, but it was a really, really expensive but really valuable mistake that I learned. And today we nearly made it all back. Some nice trades. So we only have to take 1 or 2 good trades, 2 to 3 good trades, and then we're always back at break even or even in the profit. So yeah. With that said, don't discourage yourself if you take a loss. Focus on the next trade and follow your trading plan, and then life will be much easier. Trust me, guys. With that said, I wish you all a wonderful evening. I don't know if I will do a evening commentary tomorrow for Friday. Otherwise, we will do a weekly outlook as usual on Monday. And yeah, feel free to subscribe to my Discord channel. Hopefully next week we will post more trade ideas and be more active. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, trade safe. Bye-bye.